Hello guys, I welcome you all on this wonderful platform that is Resultant. So guys, I would like to tell you that this video is very special because I will tell you all the various possible ways to get into ISRO, because many students are having a dream to work for such an organization, working as a scientist for the country and achieve those things. So guys, that is why I'm making this video for uh, let you know what are the various ways to be the part of such a wonderful organization. This is some detail about me. My name is Dheeraj Sardana and I am having these are my areas of interest and having 12 to 13 years of experience in this field of gated ESC. So guys, when we are talking about the first way is when you are talking about is IIST, Indian Institute of Space, Science and Technology. So dear, after 12th, like whenever we are talking about the 12th, you have to appear for JEE mains and advanced. So for JEE mains and advanced, when you are going to appear to get the admissions into IITs, you know NITs are taking the admissions from JEE main score, and for IITs you have to appear for advanced after qualifying the mains paper. So dear, IIST also take the candidates from mains plus advanced score, and when we are talking about this institute is having 140 seats, and 140 seats are divided into two parts: 120 for BTech only, and we are going to have plus 20. This is for integrated BTech plus MTech program. And guys, when we are talking about this, why this is the way to get into ISRO? Because you know, after 6 semesters, generally companies are coming to take you for recruitments. So in this institute, ISRO is coming, and ISRO is taking the candidates. For that, the minimum 7.5 CGPA in 6 semester you have to maintain. So guys, this is the very first way. Like if you already are very clear from your mind that you want to work for the organization like ISRO, then you can directly go to this IIST, and you can directly get the benefit and get the chance to get into ISRO during your BTech recruitments, or you can say BTech placements only. So guys, this is the first way generally students are not aware of. Second way, my dear, is this, that is generally BTech students are getting to know when they come to second year, that is ICRB. They are going to take actually the written exam for ISRO. So dear, when we talk about this ICRB, it is ISRO Central Recruitment Board, and they are going to take the candidates, and all over level exam is conducted for this. And when all over level exam is conducted for this, the scenario of the exam previously was different, and from 2023 it was different. Okay, I will tell you how the exam is conducted and what are the changes made. So here, first of all, you have to appear for a written test. Okay, then my dear, after written test you have to go for a technical interview. As it is exam for scientist post, you need not to have any worry about GD and group task kind of things. Here you are just going to have a written exam plus interview. Previously, from before 2023, they were giving the weightage like once you qualify the written, after that there is no weightage for written. Entire selection will be depending on the interview. But now they have changed it. Now they are giving 50% weightage to written score, 50% to interview. So if you are performing well in interview, you will get benefit of that. If we talk about other PSUs, they are giving 30% or 20% weightage to interviews, and rest 70-80% is given for the GATE score. ISRO generally is taking their own exams only. Sometimes, like in COVID days, they were not able to conduct their exams. So at that time, they have also taken from GATE also. But right now, or you can say generally they are taking by their own exam. Okay, and this exam you can appear in your final year also, and you can also appear like after that also. There is an age limit, you know. And when we talk about the interview, for every one seat they call 10 to 12 candidates for interviews. Okay, and generally if we talk about you may be thinking this is the previous exam pattern before 2023. So before 2023 they were having 80 questions, you know, 240 marks. English language was there. Language English means a paper was in the English. Otherwise, it was completely technical paper without any calculator. Offline paper it was. Time given was 90 minutes. Now the exam have been changed. Now this is changed to 100 marks. Okay, 100 question, and they are going to have 100 marks, out of which they are going to ask you this 80 for technical and 15 questions. 80 question for technical, 15 question for aptitude. This is the first time they introduced aptitude. Although mathematics is already there in this exam, but aptitude previously was not there. Now aptitude was also included. So 80 question is from technical plus mathematics, 15 question of 20 marks were from the aptitude. Okay, and total they were making 100 marks. Okay, so this was the change happened during 2023 exam. Okay, and obviously we are expecting from every exam now onwards you will be having this, and 50% weightage was also given to this written exam. Okay, and 2 hours are the time, sorry, 90 minutes were previously the time allotted. Okay, so dear, now if we talk about the branches eligible, I would like to tell you that the branches which are eligible for ISRO is computer science, mechanical, electrical. And you may be thinking, sir, why branch is telling? Because like electronics is also there. Why I am telling you branches? Because if you are looking for ISRO and by chance you are doing your BTech in automobile, aeronautical, that kind of branches, then you are going to get a shock at the time of BTech or final year. So you should be aware which branches are eligible. So computer science, mechanical, electrical. Okay, so if you see here, these are the sub branches who were made eligible are also mentioned. Okay, so like you can see, automobile is not there in this list. Okay, so electrical is there. Under electrical, these are the branches coming. You can see electronics is also there, and here CS is there, IT is there, IS is there. So these are the branches which are eligible. So my dear, when we are talking about the syllabus, now my dear, why I always says GATE, once you are preparing, you are getting yourself prepared for other exams also, because syllabus is same as that of GATE for the technical part, and for aptitude part is almost same as well. Okay, mathematics part is almost same as well. For civil it is same as that of GATE. For electrical it is same as that of GATE, and for EC it is same as that of GATE plus material science plus microprocessor plus microwave. And my dear, for computer science same as that of GATE plus IF system plus web technology. So dear, these are the syllabus. Eligibility criteria: if you are in BTech final year or pass out, you can appear, or BSc engineering or diploma plus BTech are also eligible. Then my dear, percentage 65%. Okay, that is the minimum percentage they are looking for. And when we are talking about the other things, age limit is going to be 30 years for general. Okay, so why I am telling you all these things? So that you are already having in your mind that what are the things you have to maintain. Third way to get into ISRO is, my dear, that is related to the syllabus. Sorry, related to the campus recruitment. In some of the IITs and NITs, sometimes ISRO went there and take the candidates, but it is not a regular process. It is not fixed, but yes, this can also be one of the way to get into ISRO. Okay, so one by one we are covering all the possible ways. Then my dear, there is another post, that is technical and scientific assistant. First I told you about the scientist post. But when we are talking about technical and scientist assistant, for that, you should be BSc in physics, chemistry, mathematics, computer science or life sciences. If you are going to do these things, then also there are chances that you can go ahead for like get the chance to get into ISRO. Okay. Then my dear, this is the official website. If any notification comes, you can go there and career section, you can check what are the various posts right now available, or any vacancy when it comes, you can go into that. Okay, so guys, now I would also like to tell you about the pay scale. So dear, for ISRO, when we talk about the pay scale, 56,100 is the basic pay. Then my dear, you are going to have a DNS allowance of 9537 rupees. Then my dear, you are having HRA of 24% or 16% or 8%, depending on the city you are living in, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, like that. And 7200 or 3600 is the TA, and there is a DA on TA, that is 17%. Okay, so these are the various things which you are going to get in ISRO as a salary. Okay, but I feel when you are working the organization of ISRO, these things doesn't matter much that what you are getting in terms of money, because it is always a matter of pride to work for such an organization. So guys, stay tuned with us. I will be coming up with more such videos for your benefit, because I know these things, awareness are not there generally in all the students. So I will be helping you in all the possible ways by coming for such sessions. And when the ISRO will give their notification, I will be there to come on YouTube to tell you about all the things related to the recruitments. Be ready. Stay tuned, subscribe the channel if you have not done yet. Download the resultant mechanical and resultant civil application based on your branch, and you will be getting there a lot of free stuff available which you will help you, and also the various courses for different examination you can explore. Goodbye for this particular video.